Snap! Oh, I get ever so nervous. Disco lights.
What's the first sound you hear in the morning?
Well, if it's not my horrible alarm ruining my day, it will be the sound of my coffee machine. Me and my fella got a really posh coffee machine, and I think it's my boyfriend's favourite thing in the house, over me and the dog. Actually, not the dog. Definitely over me, though.
What's the first sound that comes to mind when you think of home?
Probably, childhood-wise, it would be the sound of the music genre UK garage music, because my brother and mum both used to blast it in the flat and in the car. So it was a lot of baseline sort of sounds and things like that. Honestly, and then when my brother's mates would all come over to the flat, it was like an episode of People Just Do Nothing.
First time you acted?
If I was being truthful, it would have to be when my mum and my uncle Greg in particular used to make me do impressions of Bruce Forsythe in the living room. And don't even think about asking me to do it now, because I ain't. It's not happening. I can't do it. I must respect the dead. Oh no.
What's the first actor you really admired?
I was obsessed with Whose Line Is It Anyway when I was growing up. Obsessed with it. The idea that people would just get up, stand up, step forward and be funny. It sort of took my breath away. And I remember the first time I ever made a group of people laugh, and I remember it feeling like the most delicious thing in the world. So I think everyone from Whose Line Is It Anyway, and thank you, because I've been pinching your gear for about 13 years now in my career. So cheers.
First time you knew you wanted to be an actor?
Thanks to a very lovely woman named Hannah Phillips from Birmingham, who is a playwright and director, and she works with people that come from disadvantaged backgrounds and stuff like that, working class kids. She gave me the opportunity to be in a play when I was 21 years old, and I remember thinking, this must be what happiness feels like, because I'd never known anything like that before. It was on my 21st birthday, actually, because that's when we did that play. So thank you, Hannah. It's down to her and my mum, really.
First job you ever had?
I worked in a hairdresser's sweeping up hair. And honestly, I worked 8 hours on a Saturday, got about a fiver. Absolute piss take.
First time you knew a character was right for you?
Sadly, I almost always think, this probably isn't right for me. They probably won't like me. I'm not going to get this. I don't think I've ever gone into a room and been like, this part is meant for me. When people are like, I'm unapologetically myself, I'm incredibly sorry to be me. I'm very sorry. So I don't think I've ever been able to be like, this role is mine, ever. I'm mostly going, absolutely getting away with murder over here.
Do you have a first audiobook you remember listening to or loved?
I don't know. I remember the first one, but the one I love and the one I think of the most is Bob Mortimer's biography. Is that And Away? And Away. That's what he says on Gone Fishing. So it would be Bob Mortimer. And he read it himself, thank goodness, because that would have been devastating if he hadn't, because it was beautiful and funny, and who doesn't love Bob Mortimer?
First time you were asked to record an audiobook?
So let's just say it was Audible. And I did a rom-com, and I had to say sex scenes. My God, there's something that happens in your brain when you have to do that. Wow. There was a point where I could see the words coming up, and I'm like gearing myself up, getting ready to be talking about sex. And you do sort of really let go. And then there's this moment where you've said something has been in something and it's been very hot and steamy, and you look up and you got that, and everyone's like, okay, everything's normal. It's mental.
What's the first reaction when you read the script for The Waitress?
Oh God, I'm glad I don't go to fancy parties. My God, terrifying. Parties have never been my thing anyway. Fancy parties, too nervous. And the fancy parties at this place, that's where all the drama starts. So that's why I thought, thank goodness I don't attend parties.
And what was the first 5 words you think of that describe The Waitress?
Intense. Sisters. Stress. City views. City views. Is that 5? No, don't. Give me another. Fast-paced. I've done so many words, none of them, I didn't say within the 5-word limit. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? It's a great book. Yeah, it's terrifying. Hello, my name is Claudia Jessie, the narrator of The Waitress by K.L. Slater, and you can listen now on Audible. You're going to love it.